This is our bump key kit that we're going to be placing on all the frontline engine, truck, and squad companies. It consists of our Pelican case, the bump hammer, and two bump keys. You have a quickset and a sledge. The kit's purpose is to allow for non-emergency forcible entry, so that way we can gain access into residence without causing damage to the lock. So the key is designed to have all the ridges filed all the way down to the lowest setting. The key is then inserted into the keyway and pulled back one click. And the idea is when the back of the key is struck with the hammer, that it hits all the pins, causes them all to jump up, and you're applying slight turning pressure and the rotational pressure in the direction you want to turn the lock. As the pins come down, they line up and the key can turn over. So it doesn't damage the lock, and it can allow us to lock and unlock the lock. So first you'll select the key for the lock that you're going to use. This is the quickset key, and you can see that with the K, or it might look like your house key at home. Or if you don't, then this is the Schlage key. It has an S at the beginning. These should fit the majority of residential locks that we'll come across. This is a quickset key. We also carry the Schlage key. First you can look at the lock for what it says. If it's quickset, you can try the quickset key, but as you can see on this board, there's many different brands, and they all use the same type of key. As long as the key fits in the keyway, you have the chance of this actually working. But again, this is just another tool in the toolbox. It does not work on every lock. And a quick note for quickset in particular, there's a special lock out there that quickset makes that has a hole next to the keyway. Those are bump proof. So if you see that, this key will not work. Move on to plan B. So your first step, once you insert the key and pull it back one click, as long as there's space between the back of the key and the lock, you have a space for it to actually work. So what you'll do is you apply slight turning pressure in the direction you want to turn the lock. So we want to turn it counterclockwise right now. So we're going to put slight turning pressure, and then we're going to strike the back of the key with equal force. Try to be as centered as you can. And now after each hit, you need to reset the key. So you pull it back one click and try again. Some locks you can get the first try. Sometimes they take 10 tries. So once the key actually activates all the pins, it will turn over and pretty much fly right out of your hands like that. So now the key has unlocked the lock until it returns to the neutral position again, and now it's locked again. So some troubleshootings: if when you strike the key in, it gets stuck and you're having trouble pulling it out, wiggle up and down slowly with light pressure to remove the key. Try not to just yank it out. And don't take a baseball swing at the key. And then again, when you're practicing this, try not to use the station doors, because we have high security locks. It won't work on the stations. So we have props that we're going to send out for everybody. If you've bumped your lock and it did not unlock the door, when you rotate the key all the way around, it's going to relock when it returns to neutral, just like that. So you might have to bump it the other direction now. Some people install their locks backwards or upside down. So if it doesn't work the first time, try the opposite direction. Once you've gained access and you've unlocked the door, you can remove the key, and once the call is over, you can either lock the door again from the inside from the key and knob, or you can use the owner's key to lock the door. Or if you have none of those options, you can also re-bump the opposite direction to lock the door again. So the bump key, they're also called shave down keys because the ridges are shaved all the way down, can be purchased online by anyone. It's not illegal to own, however, it is illegal to have intent to use them. If you were to be walking down the street off duty with keys in your pocket in a neighborhood you don't belong in, well then you have intent, similar to our vehicle lockout kits. So anyone can buy these, and you can even make them too by shaving them down. They're just a simple quickset key that was cut in that fashion. As far as training goes, we are going to tie this in with an MCD in the future using some props that we have. There are a few standalone props that we can send out. I can be your contact for training or questions, and then there's going to be a policy that will come out also that you can refer to for replacement and locations.